My name is Hardy Brown, and we're gonna have a conversation today on historical empathy and the resilience of the human spirit, right here on 21st Century Dialogues. These are slave shackles. These were on people. These are dated right around 1850 here in the United States. And can you imagine the horrors of what somebody would have gone through to be chained up, to be thought of chattel slavery, to be thought of as a product, never to know where their life is gonna end up, never to have the same hopes and dreams that you all have, the same dreams that my kids have, and many of others here. Those same dreams that we have, they didn't have those dreams because they knew from generation to generation to generation they could be sold at any time. Look at these. Those are another pair of slave shackles. That would have been more for your wrist. But I have a question for you. Why are these so small?
For children.
They are for children. Can you imagine a child realizing that their life is not their own? Now, we see this stuff in our textbooks all the time, right? We see this stuff, and I think sometimes we get desensitized to it because it's in our textbooks. We just say, oh, okay, that happened, people ran. We know about Harriet Tubman, we know about Frederick Douglass, we know about, that's it. But the fact that real people went through this, real children went through this would etch into their skin, and it would click, 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 locking them in. What do you guys think about when you see these?
I think it's really it brings a little sadness, a little hurt.
I see fear, just the fear that the fugitives had when they were shackled and the impact that it had on their lives, being known as property at the time.
Anybody else?
Knowing what these things are and what they're for. They're not on anybody right now, but just knowing what they're made for and that they're basically waiting to be put on somebody.
You would see something like this in one of your textbooks, and it talks about two likely Negro girls from the ages of exactly what would be there. But where it comes from is even more important. So this is the Kentucky Reporter newspaper, printed in 1820. And in this newspaper, as you can see right here, it says Negroes Wanted. You see that?
Negroes for sale. For sale, a very valuable young Negro woman and her two children, one a girl about 5 years, the other a boy about 2 years old.
This newspaper right here is from Washington, D.C. It's called the National Daily Intelligencer, right? This newspaper is printed, you're gonna tell everybody the date up there?
June 16, 1819.
So this is 1819. In this newspaper, it was printed in Washington, D.C., and they also have runaway $50 reward slave ads. Imagine that, just on the front page. So it's not something that's in our textbooks like we think. We think that it's just in our textbooks. We think that it's just a story that we watch on TV every once in a while, but this truly did happen to people.
A Negro girl called Izelda. She is about 19 years of age, well-grown, fast, round feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, here's a $50 award for a runaway named Harry, who's 23 years of age. And I noticed right above that is an advertisement for a likely Negro man, 30 years of age, to be sold. And then right below both of those is an ad for writing paper.
Wow.
Just knowing that on the same page of a newspaper so many years ago, a man and paper were being sold on the same page at the same time.
Mm-hmm.